Come on. Ayan, we're live. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Um, Welcome to another chat session with Francis Talks, Mindful Conversations. I don't know it's mindful, but I love the words. Today, this early morning and good evening to the Philippines and other side of the world, because this is an earlier time for us. We're gonna talk about not one but with two amazing entrepreneurs who have been doing their business, their online all own business when I stalk their profiles, and also handling clients businesses as an OBM, online business managers. And then right now, today, we're gonna tackle the topic about mistakes, business mistakes. Um, if you're an entrepreneur, I think you can really relate to this. Have you ever had business mistakes in your own business? How did you tackle this? Were you able to recoup what has lost time, energy, and maybe clients? So anyway, without further ado, help me welcome the owner and the founder of Enclave OBM. Ladies, please correct me. Consultancy or consulting? It always gets me. But um, let me first welcome Anne in the stream. Hi, Anne. It's her second time here, and her director of operations, Miss LA. How do you want people to call you? Director of operations of OBM Enclave Consulting, which is LA Futalan.
Hello.
Welcome. Welcome to our stage, to my little stage. Welcome, ladies. Sorry for the tech issues.
No worries.
That's okay. Thank you so much for having us here again with your little talk show.
I know.
And
And this is your second time, and our first one got cut off.
yeah, due to yeah, uh, power outage, I think, or internet interruption. Yeah.
Yeah, it was an internet interruption, which is so funny because after that talk, on my second talk, also after yours, it's me who got lost in the middle of the juiciest part, also, just like what happened with Anne. Anyway, ladies, thank you so much for taking your time, sitting down with me. And whoever's watching live, please put hashtag live or say hello. We want to know who you are, where you're from, and make sure take notes and put down your questions because I'm gonna bug these ladies to actually answer them. And if you're gonna watch this on replay, the same. Please say hi, hello. It's social media. There's no point of being here if you're not being social. But if you're so shy, you could always DM these ladies or me if you're so shy to be seen in the news feed. Anyway, I don't wanna talk your ears off. Ladies, I have two questions for you. Because Anne has been here. So I'm going to put LA in the hot seat first. But the same questions. Number one, before you tell us anything about you, I want to know something that is a fun fact that is not also well known by everybody in the online world. And number two, please tell us more about you because I know I just introduced you as like the director of and I know you're both mompreneurs. Yeah, so please,
All right.
LA. Yeah, your turn.
Okay. Yeah. So, hi, everyone. Hi again. Good morning. And then, so a fun fact about me. Like when working, I do deep work, and it helps when I play Baroque music in the background. So, have you? I guess most, if not all, of you have heard of deep work, right? So that concept by Cal Newport, wherein like the activity that we perform in a state of distraction free like concentration, because that will push you or your cognitive capabilities to your limits. So when I'm working, I do that, and then I play Baroque music in the background, so it helps me concentrate. So anything by Vivaldi, Bach, or Handel, that's my go-to music for work. And then my children tease me for being old fashioned. They laugh at me for being like a person from the 1600s. So yeah, that's something that I don't know if a lot of people do that. I think some people like the motivation music. For me, it's baroque. It's classical.
That's amazing. I actually did that when I was in college.
Really, did it help?
I think so. I passed the test.
Oh, amazing! See, it works.
um, so you're a mom and an online business owner. What else did I love with that small introduction from you, other than the classical music? I love that.
Yeah, so I'm based in Montreal, Quebec right now. We're originally from the Philippines, and then we're just here for 3 years. I'm a little bit struggling with the language because in Quebec, the people speak French, and they're very not strict, but they really implement French speaking. So it's a good thing that I'm able to work from home so that I don't have to be forced to speak in French in the office. But I did take French classes. So yeah, that's just a little brief background about me. So I'm very happy that I'm able to work online and serve my clients online and not having to like converse and have a difficulty of initiating conversation with my neighbors.
Thank you. Hi, neighbor. We're kind of like, hi, neighbor. Thank you so much. That's amazing. I've always wanted to learn French, but my tongue can never say
Yeah,
it.
it's quite difficult to be honest.
Yeah, it's like they're talking like amazing birds, you know. Anyway, thank you so much, LA. Anne, hi, welcome back. So, same question. One fun fact about you, and please tell us again, our friends here in Facebook again, who you are and anything you're comfortable to share.
Yeah, so yeah, again, my name is Alumbres, and I'm the founder and owner of OBM Enclave Consulting. Actually, I've been planning this second business since I think 2021, and then officially this year we were able to launch it, and I partnered with this amazing woman here, Leia. Yeah, we're both certified online business managers with the International Associations of online business managers under Tina Forsyth. And yeah, fun fact about me, I really don't know why I find this question very difficult for me to answer. What I know is typically I'm an introvert. Really, I'm a very shy person. I seldom talk, or if you would see me in a crowd, I'm not that person that you wanna hang out with. But in a small group, yeah, when I get to know an interesting person and then with positive vibes, so I'm becoming totally a different person. Like I can have so much fun, laugh so much, like I can chat more and just enjoy having a conversation with anything, with any topics. Yeah, I think that's one. Yeah, that's one. That's I think that a fun fact about me and I think I'm mostly afraid of different insects. Yeah, totally. I don't know. I had that as well as with my kids. So we're both like my hubby would be rushing to go with me. So what happened? So there's just a tiny insect in the horn, and then yeah, I would really totally freak out with that. So yeah, I think those are just small things, yeah, about me. All right. Oh,
I
Fran.
mute myself. I sometimes do that because it becomes so noisy here, and I don't know if my Crisp app is working. So like, okay, I just have to mute that. So are you also afraid of those little toys that look like real insects at all, or it doesn't phase you at all? Like you know how those critters that look like real ones.
Yeah, sometimes because my kids would treat me.
Okay, thank you so much. Um, thank you so much for sharing that. I just find it fun to ask that questions at the start because we're so sometimes being in this kind of like stage or interviews, it becomes so stressful, right? And I find that asking that question kind of like makes everyone a little bit unstressed a bit. Although sometimes it stresses them more. I'm just like, to did I stress you more, lady? With
So
that
it
question.
actually made the vibe more lighter.
Yeah, thank you. That's the goal.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So let's dive in. And we were talking you were supposed to talk about business mistakes. And you girls, I look up to you. I actually like I think I'm the baby in a way in this industry compared to both of you girls because I've we're in the same tribe. But as I told my AC, like my TL, it's like I don't know why I'm still here because I don't even do the freelancing anymore because I got burned out. So that's my problem. I have two kids, and especially here in Canada, right? Like nannies are so expensive. We can't even daycare is so expensive. So,
Yeah.
um, I it's just me. I don't have the time, so I'm trying to do the contractor's mindset. Just refer people to our amazing tribe mates. And you girls are like crushing it. You were able to, and I saw your interview where you say you wake up at 4:30 in the morning to do your business stuff. And so I just want to say I look up to you and I want to be inspired today more because those are the ones that work. But throughout your entrepreneurial journey, we're going to talk about what has happened that had become a roadblock, the problems that you might have, you had experience, and how did you guys manage to actually turn it around, right? So let's dive in. Um, so before that, ha, see, I have my Cody going here. So with your journey, why you girls opted to do business online? Why is your big why? And people want to know if your big why could resonate with them. Maybe somebody there is listening and can say, "Yeah, it's that's it," and maybe I can do this too.
Yeah, yeah. So thanks for asking that, Francis. And then, having like a why and then knowing your why, it's important because a life with a clear purpose will have lots of benefits. And then for my own reason, my why is because I want to live a life where I dictate my day and then to lead a life that is aligned with my values. So, like for me, I want to be able to set my own schedule. I want to have the freedom to work from anywhere, anytime. Like if I want to work early in the morning, I could. If I want to late at night, I could. So that's really my big why. And then I also want something to lead, to have a business where I lead with a life that's aligned with my values. So for my personal core values, it's really love for God and love for God and love for my family. Those come first. That's why I don't want to work on weekends. That's Sundays, most especially. That's for church. So if a client has something urgent, please not in the morning. So something like that. And of course, love for my family. It's really family first. And then also want to live a life where I can lead. So that's my other core value to lead myself, lead my business, and then lead my clients. And of course, my last core value is to learn. I want to keep learning. I want my team to keep learning. I believe that we should improve ourselves even just 1% every day. So that's really my way. I want an alignment with what I believe is my values.
Thank you so much. And those are amazing whys. I mean, really, it's like our relationship with our creator, whatever the person's beliefs are, or in. There you go. See, Filipino brain.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna ask you.
Conflict.
I know. It's like Anyway, and thank you for sharing that. I mean, I really love asking this question because people, I personally want to know what's driving the person on the other seat. And usually that's the what they call this one, a common denominator. Usually it's family, it's their faith and their values that they hold on to. Thank you. What do you want me to call you? LA or Leia? So it's like
LA actually stands for Leia Antoinette, but it's so long. Leia Antoinette, so just LA.
yeah, I was like, oh, that's so cool. But how does she want me to call her? And I wasn't able to ask that before the live session. So it's Leia.
LA.
LA. Okay, there you go. And it's your turn.
Yeah. So, what's my biggest why? For me, it's all about my kids because yeah, I struggled a lot when I started that motherhood journey. Yeah. Prior to handling online business management, I'm working in 9 to 5 job with the national government here. So both me and my husband were holding a permanent position. So basically, we're good. We're good. Yeah, the day-to-day utilities and bills, so we're basically good. And yeah, but when I started this motherhood journey, and then when I'm experiencing medical emergencies, especially for my first baby, so my first baby actually was diagnosed with focal seizure. So yeah, I was yeah, mostly out of from hospitals, and then I would juggle hospitals, work, and then my kids household. So that's very challenging for me. And then uh, I was thinking then, is that even possible if I could find another source of income that will not sacrifice all the standards of living that we have, because yeah, basically I manage my finances both for the salaries of that we are earning from me and my husband. And then I was really thinking of how can I work online as well? That's the one. So it started there, and then when I'm thinking what's gonna be my skill to offer in the online space. So since I was a course stenographer for like 15 years. So yeah, basically general VA and then transcription. That's my offer as my skill. So yeah, normal experience when you started doing freelancing. Of course, it's very overwhelming. There's no clarity, right? And then who are your clients, who will be and what how long will you be working. So I'm still having that difficulty to convince myself, is that even possible, right? So that's the first reason that I had then. And then uh, but I think 2017 I was able to start my own business because yeah, because since I realized I really wanted to have uh, my own business. And then with my own terms, how will I be able to handle it, or I can choose who are my clients, or I can basically work within, of course, within my terms as well, because yeah, my kids are handling my kids are my priority. And yeah, so I think I was able to have that breakthrough in 2020. And then yeah, the journey has started. That's why. That's why. That's my biggest why, and that's how my journey started. And then I was able to realize that this is what I want, and so I got that courage to resign, to be able to resign from my corporate job, and then fully focus with my yeah, online freelancing and handling businesses as well. Yeah.
That is amazing, no? Like, I mean, it's really the time, energy, and freedom to do what we wanted at our own terms. And kids, it's always gonna be for the kids. So funny because even me right now, like I'm more of an affiliate and a referrer. So that's how I do stuff right now. It's because now I can bring my kids to the park. Like, I mean, I spend like 3 hours a day in the park today, which I can't do before. And I mean, they're only kids once, right? And then when they start school, then I can have more time to do stuff. So thank you, ladies, for sharing that, because really it's the time and energy that we can never take back, but money we can always like create it, right? Like we can always find ways, even work um with for us in Canada, whatever we graduated in the Philippines, if you didn't come here for that purpose, right? So it's like, okay, unless we study again, gosh, I can't
That's
study.
true.
My brain is already calcified. So,
Mhm.
so okay, let's dive to the business journey. Okay, girls, you shared, especially Anne shared about her journey from 2017, and from how she trans transformed, go through from the from her job, 9 to 5 job, which is giving her the okay life, the standard that she wanted, and then starting a business. So now it's 2021. I think, and congratulations, you're one of the people who actually thrived on the big C, the pandemic, right? Because it started in 2020. So, but through this journey, can you share what are the problems that you have experienced that really stands out? And what have you done? Or what are the steps that you have managed to do to turn that around?
Yeah. Yeah, since I'm really starting from zero, so from scratch. The first mistake that I had for my first business then was having the thought that I want to learn everything. Yeah, because from working from 9 to 5 and then jumping into an online space, it's totally a different areas, two different worlds here, right? So it feels like I'm already starting to do freelancing, and then while I'm still working from 9 to 5 there. So 9 to 5 job, my office mates really cannot relate on what I am actually doing. So it feels like I'm just very silent on what I do. They were only able to know what are you really doing until I had this great breakthrough in 2020, and then that's the only time that I got that courage then that I was able to share it. So this is what I do. This is it feels like this is me, and then yeah. So I got that courage to be able to resign and then fully focus handling this business. So from that, uh, I started with learning how to create a website, doing the website management, do the social media marketing, lead generation, get client getting. So that time I only use LinkedIn as my sole platform in prospecting and client getting. And then, of course, client management and, of course, team management, project management. So it's a lot. There's a lot of tasks on my plate, and it is very overwhelming and exhausting. And I am having the feeling that I'm about to give up and quit for within that first year. And then also my hubby is telling me to quit because he feels like I don't have time anymore for them, for the kids. So those are the challenging period of my business. But yeah, and then the clients would also tell me, "Hey, you are online all the time and you are everywhere." Oh my God! So my team also noticed that too. So like I'm 24-hour open or available to client and the team. Imagine that. So those are the signs that I'm already feeling that burnt out. Internally, physically, mentally, and very emotionally draining. So I told myself, no, I will not quit. Okay. I have to do something. I need to figure this out. So then I discovered that I really needed to effectively delegate some of the tasks that I have because uh, the opportunities have been presented already on my hand. So it feels like it's not about quitting. All right, so I really need to figure out how will I be able to provide solution to those challenges that I am experiencing during that startup. So I accepted that I cannot do everything. So I have to remove that thought, that statement from my mind that uh, I want to learn everything, I want to do everything. I'll be able to to make this task faster. So I have to do it by myself. So it's not. So I have to remove that. So I needed to find support that and then with learning how to delegate effectively, that made me first more productive, and then I gain a lot of time as well to do high level tasks that are more beneficial to the growth of my business. And then yeah, that's one, the first mistake that I had during that very early stage. The second one that I have is during that breakthrough. Of course, I am not prepared for the growth of my business and for myself. I don't have yet that CEO mindset. So I don't have that team planning and structure yet during the time. So what I initially do is I hired a project manager to help me, but we're doing the business operation at the same time, the project management, fulfillment. So I don't have systems yet for the operation, project management, marketing and client management, because I'm doing that all by myself. And we are only two doing all those tasks. So what happened, of course, my project manager also got burned out, and we're both moms as well. Me, I am already feeling that that I'm getting sick. I'm feeling that low energy during that period. But of course, since I'm the business owner, I'm not entitled to step down. Right? So yeah, she stepped down, but I love this girl. She's so amazing. She's very competent, and the good thing that happened to her is she was able to discover her core strength as well. So she was now my billing manager because she's good at Excel. She's good at data management. So yeah, she's now currently she's still with me. She's still working with the team. So yeah, that one. And we are, so for 2 years, I'd say that is not the best state of myself as a leader. Yeah, as a business owner, as a mompreneur. Since I don't have that CEO mindset, but now I've learned that I need to prioritize myself as well. I need to set some self-care. So because if not, those during those time that I'm really, yeah, it feels like I'm abusing myself, my energy, and then yeah, my health as well. So it really has a negative effect both to myself and to my project manager during that time that we are working with so many hats, so many tasks in different areas of the business. So it is possible that we can handle different positions or different tasks normally for women, right? But to work longer hours, it's a no-no anymore now to me. It is very unhealthy, and I don't want to be in that state anymore because what I'm aiming now is I want to enjoy more time with the kids and to do more things for myself that would make me happier and healthier. Because, yeah, why did we start a business, right? It's for me to have more time with the kids, to have a lifestyle that we want to have, right? For our family. So the solutions or action steps that I made, I started creating systems and business processes. I started building, growing a team. I started to hire an assistant, operations manager, one at a time, then next billing manager, project manager, hiring support, admin assistant, team leaders. So those to compose the initial setup of my management team. And then learning to have that CEO mindset as well, because that's one. We that's one. If to have that growth for yourselves, for ourselves as a leader, and of course for the growth of our business. And I'm also able to prioritize now myself to have to set time for workout, to set time some leisure time with the kids and for myself as well. So with that, having a better mindset, I am able to delegate some tasks to the team after creating those roles needed for the initial setup of the operations and for my project management team. I got more time with the kids as well because I have this now that my team is doing well and the clients and projects are being handled accordingly. And then I would still step in, but I am giving my team the authority now and trust to handle things, solve some challenges, and let them go as well. So I think that's it. Right? LA, how about you?
Yeah, okay, I agree with that. I think like what you said, most owners, or when you're starting, I think all of us will experience that kind of burnt out feeling. So I had that too. And then so learning, it's part of the mistake that I had as well, learning to set boundaries and saying no to things that don't align with, my values. And then this even included like letting go of clients that drain my energy. So you see, yes, man, if Leia do this, we have clients who are like very demanding. Leia do that, or Leia, you have to work this weekend, or Leah, I even had like a client that said that I had to take a call on a Sunday night because it's the client's only availability. Like I was onboarding a client for them. So back then I was really like a yes man because I'm a people pleaser. When you're especially when you're starting, you want to impress your clients. You want to put your best foot forward. But I wasn't being true to myself. I despise doing the things that I did not like to do, and then it led to me dreading working when I didn't want to, And then to say that that's sad, it's an understatement because it was really stressful. And because imagine if my children want to go out, like especially here in Canada, when most of the time it's winter. So during the summer, we'd really want to go out with our children, right? So if they ask me to go to the park because it's just near our house, and then I would like to say yes to them, but I cannot say no to my clients. So that was the issue then. But right now, I've changed that one. It's really family first. No weekend work unless I wanted to it. Like, it's my own choice, not when I'm required to. And then the solution that I had for that one, like to mitigate or to stop that being, have setting boundaries, it's having clear or setting expectations when I'm onboarding my client. So like for example, when I started with Anne, I really told her that I can only work during these hours because my children stop their classes end at 3, so I'm out by 3. So sorry. I mean, you can give me tasks, but I'll do that on the next day. Not I just set my boundaries as long as it's clear, as long as it's reasonable. And then the second mistake that I'd like to share is lack of proactive communication, which led to clients being disappointed, and then they ended up micromanaging me. So I'm an introvert, and then I have a problem with talking to people. It's true. It's not obvious, but it is. So lately, I've been making an effort to overcome my fear of talking in public or talking to people in general. That's why I'm in your space right now, talking to your audience. I'm practicing, how to be better at communicating. So it is a great mistake if you can't communicate. Why? Because your clients, like what happened to me, my clients think that I wasn't doing or my team wasn't doing what we were supposed to do. And then they'd end up, checking on us, like what's happening, they'd ask for reports. And, my team would detest them. My VAs would like, what's wrong with them? We're already doing this. Why are they checking? They're micromanaging us. But in fact, it was our fault because we didn't proactively send reports and then we weren't communicating what we were doing with them. So it's a fault if you're not being proactive. A solution to that is really to set a clear meeting schedule with your client weekly if possible, and then of course sending regular reporting so that they know that you're on top of things and nothing's falling through the cracks. So yeah, those are like my main mistakes, which are like really relatable. That's one of the things that's very recent to me right now. When I got burnt out in 2021, because I was like, yes, yes, yes. So burnt out to the point that I stopped prospecting. I stopped accepting clients and let go like 5 clients in this at the start of 2020 because I had to restructure how I worked. So yeah, that's for me. Those were the mistakes that were major for me.
Thank you, ladies. I mean, those are very relatable mistakes, especially with the communications. I really hear that, and the self care, and knowing everything at once. It reminded me of my journey. Also, like I started learning about social media management, and then I realized I want to be an art real estate assistance VA, and then I learned about I niched down before 2020. 2020 to me also became like the darkest moment. I was online for like I was having attraction as a Pinterest manager. I was having that, and I get like even collaborations like this, got into podcasts, got into like getting clients, and then something happened, and then boom, gone. So I was just like getting back online on 2021 September, just because I was like, this can't be. Like, I mean, we have to, right? Anyway, thank you. This health really it does. I mean, it can't be seen sometimes physically, but mentally, I'm hearing that, girls. I mean, I think that's the most common, especially for service providers. It's the mental health that goes down first if we don't know, like as you said, talking to clients. I want to ask you guys, you're talking about it as like as service providers to your clients, but does this also apply with your teams, like as the one who hires people? um the problems that you just shared is also applicable when you were like talking to the ones that you hire, right? Like on that kind of situation.
Yeah, it is applicable for me because I had a VA who doesn't like not really log in, log out, but doesn't check in with me. So I just leave our task in Trello. I don't want to micromanage my team, so everything lives in our project management tool. All the communications there, so it's all organized. And then if they don't like check their task or they don't respond to, I'm like wondering, do they get the notifications? Is it being address or what. So if they're not being proactive, then I end up checking with my project manager, like, can you check on this VA? Is she around? Is she absent? So what's going on? So we have to be able to and then to address that point as well. So I had to talk with the VA, like, hey, you have to tell me what's going on. Otherwise, I'll think that you're not working. But of course, that VA was working. I just didn't know. I didn't had a way of knowing.
Thank you. Because I wanted to ask that because as you guys, you girls are scaling. You're scaling in your business. Like, it's different with somebody who's really starting from scratch. I mean, I know you've been there before, but right now you are the one hiring people. You are the one like as Anne said, it's more of like CEO task, which is like overseer already, right? Um, for somebody who's starting, for example, we are talking especially for mompreneurs like us who wanted to venture into businesses, online business. Mommies, we are so good in multitasking and learning so much stuff. But one thing that I'm hearing from Anne and Leah, don't make these mistakes that we did. I'm guilty of this. Don't get into the shiny object syndrome.
Yeah.
Never. It's like I mean, it's kind of like a big challenge, no? Because there's so much to learn and so much opportunities. So what what girls, what can you advise somebody? Like, I mean, I've heard from Anne, you've been a VA, you've been a social media manager until you get into the OBM world and really, well, you have two businesses that I've known of. LA, I know you have other businesses too. I've stalked your profile. I usually stalk someone's profile. A new friend or what, right? Um, what what can you guys give as an advice for somebody who wants to start, especially for moms who wanted to at least have something to do,
Yeah.
scale or have something? Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. So for me, like if you're like a service provider or any type of like business owner, it's important like to have an onboarding process. I know it's like too technical or whatever, but it's not. It's just basically, when you're taking on a new client or you have a new customer, it's important that you send your like how I work with document. Basically, that's like a document that will lay out. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, by the way. Okay, what's important is you lay out how you operate as a business, because and then also communication is key. Again, you set regular meeting cadence with your client, so you can include that in your onboarding process. Like, we should meet regularly so that we know what's going on. And then it can be weekly, monthly. It's a case to case basis depending on the business structure. And then I'd advise weekly, to be honest, because so that you could touch base, and then also send weekly reporting or updates. Like, for example, if you run an ad agency, it's important that your clients know the status of the campaigns that they're running. So you should set that in your onboarding document. Like, we will send this at this like bi-weekly or weekly, so they know what to expect. So it's nice that the expectations are clear and then set right at the beginning of the business relationship. And then for those who are not service providers, like, if it doesn't apply to you, make sure that your how you operate as a company is stated in your website or FAQs or anywhere that is easily accessible to your customers. And then, in place of the weekly reporting, like if you're not a service provider, then make sure that your customer support is great. Make sure that you have a reasonable response time for customer support, because it's important that they feel, your customers, they feel that you're properly supporting them. Like, if they have problem with their orders, so for example, for Shopify stores and whatnot, so customer support is very important, because when you're ordering something, you're like so excited to get it, and then if there's a delay or anything, you want to have a response right away, like within 24 hours, within 12 hours, what's going on with your order. Or even like in that same scenario, like an e-com store, if you what do you call that, you deliver a faulty product, so it's important that your customer support is also fast, so they're assured that they're being taken care of. So yeah, those are my tips for me. Like, for service providers, have a clear set the expectations clear. And then for not service providers, then make sure that your FAQs are clear, so that the people will know who to contact, what happens to the product, or whatever. So yeah, that's for me. How about you, Anne? What will you advise?
Yeah.
For me, for those who are still starting, whether you're a freelancer, a mompreneur, a business owner, or aspiring, so for me, I'm also guilty of that. I had that hesitation to grow. All right. So I'm afraid to scale. I'm also afraid to, I'm actually declining some opportunities that I've had in the past, right? Yeah. So for me, it's okay to experience those challenges and failures. Don't be afraid to fail, and then don't hesitate too much, because do what you can do at that present situation, or at when you had that chance, when you had that opportunity, that you already got that opportunity, and then figure it out, right? Figure it out what you can do, and that how you will be able to manage that task, that project, or that client. Challenges and failures, those will make us stronger, so accept them. Definitely we have to accept them, and it will lead us discovering more of ourselves, and we are learning, we're still, we are constantly learning and developing, right? And we have, of course, at the end of that, or while experiencing those challenges and failures, we are developing a better organizational skills, because we really need to provide solutions over those challenges, those difficulties, right? So along that process, we are somehow learning and progressing. So me, I'm guilty of slowing my growth process. So yeah, so accept that that you are leading to that path wherein you are leading an organization, you are now leading a team. So just go move forward, right? That's it for me.
Thank you. Because in for real, it's like kind of like, as you said, a journey, and failing is something that holds people back. Like like for me, I mean, I understand that like, there's some opportunities and I just have to decline them just because I'm so afraid of the fulfillment. And I don't have a team. I'm a one woman show right now. As I said, it's like I've pivoted so much, and it's more of like, okay, let's see what we can do right now. And I've accepted the fact that I can't do the fulfillment. I think that's one way of taking care of me as of the moment. As you said, self care is the goal, because how can we serve if we're not on that space to serve, right? Um, so that's why I said I know people who can serve you better. So that's my line. And well, in our what the community, it's good because we could have like referral fees or whatever, right? Yeah, thank you so much for sharing those, because I know some people who might will watch this in the replay could get those golden nuggets. And I'll be sure to cut this one and put it in reels. I haven't done that for a while now for my interviews. What I do with these interviews is that okay, omnipresence is the word for 2022 for me, because I've been bad doing Facebook Live for 30 days. I don't know what happened, but this platform is not so nice to me sometimes. So I realized that we can't depend on one platform. We're doing this social marketing, right? So what I'm gonna do after this is cut this one, make it to reels, put it in different places. So yeah, thank you so much, ladies. I think, and that also applies not only for the ones starting, right? And the ones who already have a small team who wants to grow more. As Anne have said, you are in their path of greatness, really. It's the time to shine, right? I just wanted to say kudos to you, ladies, because I've been stalking your profile, the group, and you have been inspiring lots of women, especially mompreneurs, to actually have something that they could do, that we are just more than just moms. Because in reality, I think when we became moms, we kind of lose ourselves, no?
Yes, that's true.
It's like, man, where's that Francis from like 10 years ago or 5 years ago? Or it's even just like 5 years ago, right? So thank you so much, because um you giving these opportunities when you hire other women, hire other moms, train them. I think that says a lot about your values of what they call this one, supporting and giving back that sense of more than just a wife, I'm more than just a mom. So kudos to you, ladies. Thank you so much for being here. And what do you call this one? I think you answered everything I have for you today, because you answered about the solopreneurs and the one who are on the going for agency. So, anywho, ladies, before I let you go, I have one question also, especially for the ones who are non-native speakers. I mean, non-native. I coined this one with my mentor, non-nativepreneurs, meaning um non-native English speakers who wanted to actually dive in this borderless world of online entrepreneurship. But as we have said, we have to learn. Filipinos are good with English, but I think that's also our downfall, because we're so conscious that we're gonna say the wrong things. Is my grammar right? Like I'm an advocate of videos. Um, not I okay. I love videos when I kind of like break through that shyness, that fear, because literally videos, short form and long form, is the future of social marketing.
Mm.
And I'm seeing Anne in the stories. I'm seeing yours, LA too. Like, I mean, you guys are crushing it. Okay, what's my question? As a non-native English entrepreneur, non-nativepreneur, I still am doing that. Um, what can you state the challenge for you to put yourself out there, video, text, or whatever form, and how are you guys are stepping into that challenge and conquering that fear? Because really, we have to speak English when we talk to people if we want to get clients and stuff. I know we have our own way of connecting in the tribe and everything, but I think when you do um make a, I don't want to call it a brand anymore, personal brand, but you guys are creating a movement for moms.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you actually conquer that fear? So
Actually,
we'll go first.
And
actually, revelations. LA knows I'm still having that fear. I'm still have experiencing that anxieties. Speaking in front of the crowd, speaking of fear, facing in front of the camera, right? LA.
yes.
Yeah, handling online business, we have to accept the fact that, of course, the very important factor that we need to do is visibility, right? So that's one very key component in handling an online online business. So that's one, and of course, Leah and I, we're going out from our comfort zones now and to do some and to fulfill our mission, our vision for OBM and Trade Consulting. Yeah. I think that's one for me. So,
Yeah.
Ellie?
Yeah. For me, it's still actually a challenge that I'm trying to get over. With regards to like written English, so we have to put out copy. We have to post continuously, provide value and whatnot. So the challenge for me was, of course, from the Philippines, we're very, the way we write is very formal, academic, it's structured. But I learned later on that it's not that way. It doesn't relate to, especially when you're serving the international market. So the way you write, like in schools and academics, is different from how you should communicate online. So I took a copywriting course by Marie Forleo. And then, so that's when I realized, oh my God, I'm not speaking the correct way. I'm not putting out my messaging the right way. In terms of video as well, well, on the other hand, that's still a challenge for me because the way I talk, it's like I translate I'm from Cebu, so I speak Bisaya. So I translate the Bisaya to English, and then so it's like it's a process in my mind before the words come out of my mouth. Like I have to say it properly. Although if you continuously have meetings with clients, especially the ones who speak English from North America, then eventually you'll just be able to converse, and then my clients, thank God, they also understand that I'm not a native English speaker, so they just try to understand the way I talk. Oh, you're
Sorry,
muted.
yeah, I'm muting both some of the because there's an echo. Sorry.
Yeah.
Um, I think somebody. Anyway, thank you because really, always.
Another thing that I would like to share is that I've met different clients as well. So they're also since the nature of the business is outsourcing. So I would meet one from Vietnam, one from California, one from Asia or Asia, UK or Australian. So I realized they're also not a native English speakers, right? So yeah, so it's a matter of like how will you be able to speak clearly and then discuss the concise with, of course, with clarity about the project, about business communication, and then how will you be able to address the workflow within the team, within the client PMs, and so on. So I think that's very important. Yeah. I'm surprised with Leia that she had that copywriting course with because I'm also having that shiny object that I would want to take a business course as well, aside from with the certification program that I have. Because yeah, because our insecurities is that we want to handle our clients effectively, right? So because we have that because we're thinking that we're not native US English speakers, but I think it's not necessary, right? Are you agreeing on that? So yeah, I think it's like it's a matter of how we can handle things on our end with confidence, and then yeah, with the knowledge of how we work, diba? How we work, or what we can do for our clients and for the team, right? That's it.
Thank you, ladies, because I have this kind of like a mission of come on, for different. I don't just like focus on our like Filipino people community and stuff, but have this kind of like a mission where I want to inspire people who are like so much like us. Sometimes, as you said, at least you guys have already like accepted or know the fact that it's not how formal we should be. It's not about how grammatically correct we should be. And I just wanted to say, like, and as you said, number one thing is visibility. How can people find us if we're not visible? And I find that there's so many experts who are just afraid to put themselves out there and are actually just like, what do you call this one? Relying on copy pasted frameworks, like even the texts are copy pasted, and now how can for myself, how can you get the attention, the visibility and stuff if you are just relying on what our teachers are saying? So, like, I mean, thank you for sharing that, because really it's not how formal or what do you call it, an academic we could be sounding. And I think there's so much academic sounding people already in the world right now, and people just want the spice of your personality. So, girls, thank you for sharing that. And before we're on the top of the hour, and I want to respect your time and the time of hi people that jumped in. Hello, people of the world. There's like I think some people have jumped in, and I know some people are gonna watch this on replay. So I want to respect your time, and I want to ask one last last viewer. See, there you go. One last viewer. Can you share last few advices, word of advice, encouragement, for our friends, and please do invite them on your projects in your group, and invite them to follow you. So who's gonna go first?
Me. Volunteered. Yeah. So as we're discussing about the mistakes and the lessons learned, and one of the things or points that I've mentioned is it's really best to set clear expectations at the outset. You need to have a good onboarding process. So on August 1st to 5th, so that will be next week, Anne and I will hold a 5-day delegation mastery boot camp. And then one of our topics will include team onboarding. So we'll discuss why having KPIs, KRAs are important, and why we need to set regular meetings. I learned the importance of this based on the mistakes and experiences that I've had in the past. So I hope to that your audience will be able to join us as well. Thank you.
Yeah, that's gonna be August 1st until 5th. So at 6 p.m. Manila time, right? LA. So we are inviting you. If you're still a solopreneur, mompreneur, and then you're still at the stage that you're doing everything on your end. So this bootcamp is for you. This is for you to discover whether you are ready or not to scale, or I think it will also help you on how will you be able to minimize the workload that you have, right? And then embracing what leadership type you want to be, right? And then so I think those are those 5 days live challenges. We have that five series of topics that we will be preparing for you. So please do attend, and we make it sure that this is something a value pack, right? LA. So yeah, and at the end of that, of course, we are now we are also preparing for a mini course, and then yeah, offer for you guys. So for those who will be attending, definitely we have announcement or surprise bonuses for you, right, LA?
Yes.
So yeah, that's it. I think.
Thank you so much, girls. I would love the link. I would like to ask for someone to put up the link comment section, and then I will actually put that in the main post. So everybody, this has been so much value. If I actually am gonna have so much clips on this
Wow.
because you girls have given us so much tips and tricks and hacks. I'm just really hearing the onboarding, communication, self care. They're like, I mean, I think these have been like, when I started, just like, I just want to have a business. And I don't even know how to do it properly. So definitely, I will do my best to be on that challenge because it's 6 p.m. here EST, and that would be like so much. What do you call it? I will do my best to be there. Is there a replay?
Yeah, yeah. We'll have a replay.
Yay! Because, but I know, guys, whoever's gonna join them, it's better to do with challenges. It's better to do it where it's live because you could gain more value with
Yeah,
that one.
especially we'll be having like homework right after it's gonna be an interactive.
I love it
Yeah.
because nobody just wanted to just sit down and
Yeah.
and do nothing, right? I'm sure it's gonna be a value pack 5 days, and that's gonna be on July 1st or 5th.
I know, August.
August,
Why?
August. Why am I
We're
saying July?
we're done with July 1st, Francis.
See, I told you, mama brain.
Yeah,
So
that's
that's
true.
Okay. So that's gonna be July. Look, August 1st, August 5th. Which one? I don't have my calendar. Not even. Anyway, guys, whoever's gonna watch this on replay, just hear it out. August 1st. Oh my God, my calendar is in July. That's why. And yeah, okay, that's August 1st to 5th. Got
yeah.
it. And thank you so much for spending an hour with me. Good luck and God bless on everything that you do. And thank you so much for inspiring and supporting lots of moms, women, and just being an awesome ladies that you are.
Thanks for
So,
having us, Francis. And have a
thank
good weekend.
you
Yeah.
too.
All right.
So,
Bye.
bye, people of the world. See you in the next one.
Everyone.
Where's Ed Broadcast?